Have you ever noticed how some older men naturally attract respect, attention, and even admiration from women, without saying much or trying too hard? It's not always about looks or money. The truth is, women are deeply attracted to certain habits and traits that only emotionally mature men develop over time. These men walk differently, talk differently, and most importantly, they carry themselves with calm, clarity, and quiet strength. In this video, I'm going to share with you 7 powerful things older men do that women find irresistibly attractive. These aren't tricks or pickup lines. These are the real-life qualities that set you apart from the rest, the habits that silently speak for you. If you're ready to become the kind of man women admire deeply, not just for how you look, but for who you are, then watch this video till the end. Let's get started. 1. They stay calm in every situation. There's something deeply attractive about a man who doesn't flinch under pressure. Older men who carry calmness in stressful situations instantly stand out from the crowd. Their silence during tension, their composed facial expression when others are panicking, and their steady voice all radiate control. Women are instinctively drawn to men who can lead without yelling, who can handle criticism without reacting, and who don't let emotions cloud their judgment. These men are like a safe harbor during a storm. Their calmness isn't just quiet, it's powerful. It says, "I've been through worse, and I'm still standing." Younger men often act out to prove something. Older men who've grown through life's storms know they don't need to. That internal peace is magnetic. For a woman, being around such a man feels like resting under shade in the heat of the world. Peaceful, grounding, and emotionally safe. 2. They respect boundaries and space. Respect is one thing. Understanding boundaries is another level of maturity. Older men who truly respect a woman's emotional, mental, and physical boundaries don't need to be told what's too much. They intuitively understand it. They don't pressure for time, don't overmessage, don't make uncomfortable jokes, and never invade emotional space. They observe, they wait, they ask. This builds an atmosphere of trust and comfort, where a woman feels she can be herself without fear of being judged or manipulated. Women love men who don't try to control, fix, or dominate their world. Instead, they admire those who protect their space and support their independence. Older men who offer emotional safety, not just physical safety, are rare, and that's what makes them unforgettable. 3. They talk less but say more, they listen deeply. Younger men often speak to impress. Older men speak to connect. There's a huge difference. A mature man knows the value of silence. He lets a woman speak, process her thoughts, and express emotions. He listens, not just with his ears, but with his eyes, his body, and his presence. No interruptions. No quick advice. Just presence. Women often remember how a man made them feel during a conversation, more than what he said. And a man who listens, who truly listens, makes a woman feel understood, important, and seen. He doesn't compete in conversations. He doesn't steer them to himself. Instead, he encourages openness. These older men don't just talk, they communicate without noise. And that's a language women love. 4. They dress and groom with purpose, not ego. You can always spot an attractive older man, not because of his brand names or trendy clothes, but because of his intention and appearance. He dresses with quiet pride. His clothes fit well, his shoes are clean, his scent is subtle but memorable, and he walks with purpose. He doesn't overdress to attract attention, and he doesn't underdress to appear careless. He finds the sweet spot between comfort and class. This signals to a woman that he values himself. When a man takes time to groom, trimming his beard, keeping his nails neat, choosing clothes that suit his frame, he's showing the world he has structure in life. Women pick up on that instinctively. Presentation doesn't mean being rich. It means being intentional, and that's always attractive. 5. They know their worth and never seek validation. There's a very fine line between confidence and arrogance. Younger men often fall into the trap of overcompensating. But an older man who truly knows himself doesn't boast, doesn't flex, and doesn't chase approval. He knows what he brings to the table, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. He doesn't seek likes on social media or fish for compliments. He's not interested in impressing. He's interested in expressing who he really is. This confidence is calm. When he enters a room, he doesn't demand attention. The room naturally shifts because of his grounded presence. Women are drawn to that silent strength, the type that doesn't need to be explained. A man like this can say more with his energy than others can say with their words. 6. They remain active physically and mentally. A truly attractive older man never lets age be his excuse. He might not have the same energy as before, but he uses what he has wisely. He stays active, not for vanity but for vitality. Whether it's a daily walk, lifting light weights, or practicing yoga, he honors his body as his temple. But it's not just the physical. He keeps learning, through books, discussions, or even travel. His mind stays alert, curious, and humble. That blend of body and mind discipline creates a magnetic aura. Women are drawn to men who don't give up on themselves. A man who invests in personal growth says, "I'm alive, I'm growing, and I can help you grow too." That's not just attractive, it's inspiring. 7. They uplift others instead of competing. One of the most beautiful traits of experienced older men is their grace in leadership. They don't belittle others to feel important. They don't compete with younger men. They guide them, support them, offer without expecting return. This selflessness shows deep inner maturity. When a woman sees a man supporting others, giving advice, lifting others up, and leading through kindness, she doesn't just admire him, she respects him. It shows he has nothing to prove and everything to offer. He's not looking to win battles, he's looking to build bridges. And in today's world, this kind of character is extremely rare, and women cherish it when they find it. So here's the truth. Women don't fall for age, they fall for depth. You don't need to be a millionaire. You don't need to chase youth. And you certainly don't need to change who you are to impress anyone. What truly matters is how you show up as a man, how you think, how you carry yourself, how you treat others, and how emotionally grounded you are. That's what separates the ordinary from the unforgettable. Each of the 7 qualities we discussed today reflects a man who has lived, learned, and evolved. A man who knows that silence can be stronger than words, that presence can be louder than appearance, that kindness isn't weakness, it's wisdom, that control over oneself is more attractive than control over others. When you begin to embrace patience over pride, presence over performance, and purpose over ego, that's when you unlock a level of masculine energy that women not only notice, but deeply respect. And let's be honest, in a world full of noise, distractions, and superficial charm, a man who is calm, mature, and grounded is a rare light. That light doesn't chase attention. It draws it naturally. So whether you're already practicing these habits or just starting today, remember, it's never too late to grow into the kind of man women don't just want, but trust, admire, and feel safe around. Keep evolving. Keep leading with integrity. Because the strongest men don't speak the loudest, they let their character speak for them.